Hello and welcome to Live with Rex, episode 157. So this is the second one of these I'm doing for today. I'm actually currently playing Lego Lord of the Rings. So won't be what this live is about, but I'm finishing this live on it. That's my first time playing this game, and I don't know if I've actually played this one before. There's sometimes there's games where I'm not sure if I've built them, not built, played them. But hey, Scooter, so this is the second live for today. I'm just continuing on playing the game. So I'm having a bit of fun with it. I'm only on like the second level. But we'll do that for a little bit. We'll play this for a bit, right? And then what we'll do is we'll get back to the organisation. But because I'm mid-level, I want to keep playing. Something about the Lego games from around this era, and I think now that it continues on to this day, I'm not entirely sure. But you can save midway through missions in story mode. So I've passed a couple of these like points where you can save. I'm trying to avoid this guy on a horse right now. It's been a long time since I've seen the movie, so I'm gonna try not to reference too much things because I will they guarantee you'll get things wrong. All right, I'll push that rock now. Yeah, see, I've got 87 games, physical games, obviously up there behind me for the Xbox 360. That's just that console. So the way I decide what I'm playing whenever I want to sit down and play something is random number generator, and today I picked this game. The volume is off for obvious copyright. Like, I don't want to get copyright for playing this, but today's been good. We've had many shorts. I've able to get quite a few shorts done. That froze up here. Yes, I do. I managed to get many shorts completed, as well as I've got a video that went up today. You're going to get a second video, hopefully, with the channel update. In this live, I'm making the place a bit more better looking for the purpose of doing that, you know. Right, I've got to get the shovel character. Or the characters with a shovel. See, I didn't play many of the Lego. See, this is what, 2012 or 13 this game came out. I didn't play too many of the ones from around then. So, as much. I'm on the second level. So what we have to avoid that is, what one am I on? I'm on the Black Rider. Press pause to figure that one out. But after I do this, we're going to get straight on to the Lego. No, the non-video game kind. The way I decide what I'm wanting to do gaming wise is, I pick a console I want to play, right? I'm not going to comment on any Lord of the Rings lore because I've not seen the movie since I was a small child. I do plan to pick up the box set and rewatch. Some people will argue I should really be doing that before I play the game, but look, I do is random number generator commands. I don't know who that is. Is this a good or a bad thing? No, I'm from the UK. Oh, there's a fishing mechanic. I forgot about that. Oh, you have to fish for what you need. Because you got to throw things. I forgot. I'm going to say something that really pisses off viewers. I do not follow football. So I would have no idea. The only thing I would know in the slightest, right, would be Scottish football, and I still know nothing in regards to that. So I'm from that side of the UK. Now pick up this brick and throw it. That's most what this mission is just picking up items and throwing them. I'm hoping the scary man on the horse doesn't see you. Oh, it's a beehive. You're a Canadian singer. Hey, thanks, Mr. I can't even see your name. Mr. Twinklover? I am willing to bet money that I have just screwed up the pronunciation. But I'm just chilling, playing a bit of games, and then we're going to get into sorting some stuff out in preparation for some upcoming videos. But June should be a good month. We've got loads of stuff planned. Right, so how am I meant to get you to move now? So you don't have any items, you just have the shovel, you also have a book. Alright, okay. You just have the fishing rod, what do you got? Nothing. None of the characters can jump in this mission either. That's the one I'm on. I have no idea who that is. Most of the music that I listen to is probably is most likely like. What's this word this? Most of the music I listen to is from the 70s and 80s. I'm gonna guess by that name it's a rapper you're talking about. Right, I can't go up there. Yeah, bro, it's locked in. Try to get past this. But we'll be doing some organising. We got the Phantom Menace stuff pretty well sorted out earlier. We also got a lot of that in there. Like, it looks mess, but it's like, it's organised chaos. If I come over here to fish, is there any more objects that I can get that way? No, that point's no longer up. Okay. Pretty much just Star Wars, man. I do collect some other themes, like, but it's like the occasional set from like retired themes, like Lego Pharaoh's Quest, Monster Fighters, all that kind of stuff. I want to stop that guy from pulling me. All right. Oh, that's a perspective thing. I do like a lot of the OG Ninjago sets. I had a bunch of them. I did sell them to fund some non-Lego related purchases. But something that I have a big amount of nostalgia for and I plan to buy at some point is the OG spinners. I want to do a big video with all of them. But like just like the first iteration of spinners. Is trying to find some of them is very difficult, I've noticed. Like, they ain't easy to find. It's the NRG version specifically I can't find. But I've watched people explaining like the values and stuff of these. So it's stuff that I may try to. I don't know if I'm like 100% going to still commit to the project though. The ones I sold were the Fire Temple, the Spinditsu Dojo, and like a couple of the smaller sets from the wave. Like, I do like OG Ninjago, but when it comes to I wanted some money for some things, I'm not going to sell it. I'm not going to sell one of my Raider Star Wars sets over it. They are. I had them back in the day as well. That's what annoys the hell out of me. Like, I had them as a child. I have to run away now. Oh, nice. There's plenty of opportunities for coins. Oh, it's trying to get me. But after this level, I pretty much sold all my OG Ninjagos a bulk lot. I'm planning to purchase again at some point. Maybe not the ones I had specifically, but certain sets. Right. Let's get past this. Oh, am I going to be able to fill up the stud meter this time? True Adventure. Is that what that says? Isn't True Adventure the one in Lego Indiana Jones? So that's really what that just said. Or did I just not read it correctly? Huh. So, I'll show you what I've got going on that front. So, I do have 2 Marvel sets from launch. I've got one of the sets from the Avengers movie. Both my sets are from the Avengers movie. I've also got the Cosmic Cube Escape Truck. My collection's currently in the process of having some organisation done to it. The other set I have is like one of the attack sets from the movie. Like kind of battle pack size things. Oh yeah, and I suppose the level's been complete. But up here. So my main 2 projects, right, is I'm collecting all the playable characters from the complete saga in Lego, right? Which features like custom minifigures and stuff like that to look like the game. But the main DC thing I've got going is this. So I recently, a couple of weeks ago, started doing the same thing for the first Lego Batman game. But you know, there's a lot of custom stuff focused, you know, like these 2 guys here, and I'm aware that I need to fix the kill them off. I do have the part for it in there. I just need to super glue it back on. It was a custom that got damaged in post. We've got, you know, Clayface up there, the Riddler. So this is like my main DC project. Is all the play characters that you can play as, including all Batman, Robin, Nightwing, and Batgirl suits from the game as well. So this is where I'm at on that. The spaces left are kind of like, you know, how it's done for this. The minifigures that are not in my collection. But yeah, that's kind of what I've got on those themes. I hope that helps, but pretty much it's just the minifigures from DC. So yeah, I hope that helps. Alright. You know, 14 minutes in already. Right. But basically, people liked my doing it for the complete saga so much that I decided to do it for Lego Batman 1. We're only 3 episodes into the Lego Batman 1. There's 18 episodes for my series on the complete saga. Yo, Helmet Guy, how's it going? But we're going to get into the organization. I'm just going to save the game and go from there. So this is the second live I've done today. This will not be too long. Like, it won't be as long as the last one. But that's purely because I have to be up early for work and stuff in the morning. Um, sorry, I've got a bit of a sore throat. No, I had a Wii back in the day, but I never really went too far with it. It was more like the kind of base, the most recent Mario game I've ever played. A couple of years ago, a friend let me try whatever, I think whatever the current Mario game was, like last year, I played that on a friend gave me a go of it on their Switch. We had this idea that we thought drunk Mario Kart would be a fun idea. Right. So, we're going to continue with the organisation stuff. What I do is, people are asking me what games I play. Here's the answer. So as you can see, I'm a big fan when it comes to older gaming. One of my more recent purchases that I had as a kid have recently got back again is a PSP, and I've bought quite a few games for that. So PS1, PS2, PS3, no sorry, PS1 to PSP, Xbox One, Xbox 360s where I've went a bit nuts. And what I do to pick is random number generator. So I'll pick a console, then random number generate. So that's how I ended up playing Lego Lord of the Rings today. I might go back to that after the stream because I'm actually fairly enjoying it. So I'm just going to fix a couple of things here. We're going to get right back. I'll turn that off as well, actually. But a Wii is one of those consoles I have debated going back and getting again. Because I've got a lot of fond memory of games on the Wii. And the Wii is one of those consoles that can be picked up for a good price still. See, the Wii was never a console for serious gamers. It was a bit more of a gimmick. It was more of a gimmick than a serious gaming console. Or that's how it was viewed. So, with that, they're not really worth too much to the retro gaming community. Apparently, the Wii's one of those consoles people would rather just do the emulation than get the damn game. Funny enough, right, yesterday to celebrate, I've got a whole new thing going on at work. So me and a co-worker went out to celebrate. We actually went 10-pin bowling. And every single time he went to go swing the ball, because that's how he does bowling, it's like those memes of people terrorizing the little NPC Mii's in Wii bowling, where you throw the ball back, or you do the wrong motion, and all of them go, jump up, kind of like that scared animation. It's funny you should mention that. But for the 2000s, for Nintendo, I was... What's that? Like hailstones. I suppose about time, it's been boiling weather the last few days. I played the DS more for Nintendo during that time, so Mario Kart from that era is one of my favourite games. I've recently been going back and buying a lot of the consoles and that I had back in the day. I made some changes. Back in the day, I just had a standard Xbox 360, but I treated myself to this specific one. This is the Modern Warfare. It's a bit dusty. I've had it sitting a while. This is the Modern Warfare 2 console. My Xbox One is just a standard one. And that's my needing a clean wipe down PS2. Also, I've got the PSP there. That's my most recent pickup. I have spent the better part of 2 years trying to get a really nice, clean PSP. And I gotta tell you, this is nostalgia, and it's one of the best forms of nostalgia for me is this. Honestly, right, I've purposefully not been watching anything about GTA 6. The only thing I know is it likes to famously get, not released most of the time. The PSP, right, and the DS are the last two good handhelds. A lot of people turn around and tell me the Switch is better than those consoles. I don't agree with that statement. I do want to get a Switch, right? I have played with a Switch, but I don't agree that modern handheld... See, the minute internet became a big part of a handheld console, feel they stopped being good the minute they had to add the internet into them. The PSP was better than the DS because the DS had to downscale the games because of the hardware. Whereas I've played games, right, both on the PSP and the PS2 and try to think of a good example, right? So a game that I've played on both the PSP and the PS2 would be the one that comes to mind immediately, the two that come to mind, Lego Batman 1 and Grand Theft Auto Episodes from Liberty City. They look just as good as they do on the PS2. Because the let me fix these 1 second. The PSP didn't downscale its games. Its hardware was that good. And another thing I've noticed, I've not bought any, but I probably end up well buying them because of how cheap they are, just as a little kind of cool thing for myself. The PSP, the format it used, the UMD discs, they had movies ported onto that stuff. So back then, obviously, like, see, 2005, so phones were still just for phone calls, right? The idea of streaming stuff on your phone and stuff just wasn't a thing. So if you want to watch movies, the PSP had movies, and obviously it's a thing of the time, like it's like movies from the 2000s, pretty much, were ported onto UMDs so that you can watch them on the PSP. It's a pretty cool idea that I think stuff like that made it cool. Not something I feel you'd see on a modern thing, but the PSP is 100% ahead of its time. Hands down. I bought my PSP nearly a week ago, and I've picked up a few games. I've got Resistance, Retribution, Need for Speed Carbon, Own the City, Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories, which, advantage to the PSP, that game costs nearly 40 on the PS2, cost me £15 to have on the PSP. World Series of Poker, because for £1 is all that game cost me. I'm going to learn to gamble. Star Wars Lethal Alliance is really a game I don't think I've actually played. Micro Machines V4, Tekken Dark Resurrection, Space Invaders Extreme, because in that era, Sony kept doing these compilations of retro video games for modern consoles. Monster Hunter Freedom 2 as a co-worker recommendation, that game, and of course Star Wars Battlefront 2, because I'm not going to not get Star Wars content for that console. It kind of just makes sense that I would do that. But yeah, we're just going to continue getting things roughly where they should be, or just better places. What time are we on, right? So it's only be like, what, just come up for 6? It's 18 minutes till 6. But yeah, if I'm going to buy another console this year, it's going to be a modern console. Because if GTA 6 does actually come out, I'm going to want to play it. So, wait, I'll put a whole bit of that other things. I'll pick up a PS5. So, yeah. There's not been a game yet that's made me want to go with the modern systems. Because I think it's only the last year and a half, or maybe in the last year, that developers have started to not want to release stuff on Xbox One and PS4. So, I'm usually the guy that switches over once developers start saying no to certain systems. Then I decide, okay, fine, well, I'll upgrade to the next console. Yeah, I'm doing alright, how are you? Alright, so I'm going to put, this is part of my display, this is the idol scene from Indiana Jones. Excuse me, we're also prepping this place for a room tour video. And it has to look good for that. So that's what a lot of the time is being put into lately. To get it to where it needs to be for that. Because room tours are one of my favourite types of videos to film, right? And trust me when I say, this will be a very, very long video. Filled with little details and everything. So it has to be decently done. planning to put a lot of effort into that bit of content. I'm going to put this in the fridge so it doesn't get, ruined by warmth. Ruined by what? Wow. How's that for speech? But if I can get it filmed and uploaded within the next 4 weeks, that's kind of the plan. Because I've got a lot of kind of changes going on. Like, my work is one of those big things that's coming up and changing. So, that'll require an adjustment period. So, maybe uploads and lives might end up suffering a little bit as a result. But I would say things like that are to be expected when big changes are happening. So, obviously, we should all keep that in mind. Just throwing out some things here, but it'll be good. It's more money, which means I can put some more money into this. It's not like I don't put a, wow, I'm clearly responsible financially. Well, no, the only person who would say that is another Lego fan. Everyone else is like, no. No, you're not. Right, what else do we need done? This. One moment. I prematurely got everything I wanted done. Yeah. Well, that could be a problem. I wasn't planning on this live being idiotically long anyway, but the main reason it probably got to this length was because I decided to game while on stream. Here's what we'll do, right? I will go back. There's a random Lego bat has fallen on the bed. Huh. I will do a bit more gaming. I'm debating if it's worth me doing it on camera. 1 second. I do want to get one of those like clasp kind of stand things for the PSP. That'd be cool. But no, there's nothing else really that we need to do. I, for some reason in my head, thought there was a whole lot more stuff. Like, yeah, there's the odd little thing. I'm just going to go round one more time, make sure. If not, we'll switch to the gaming. Magic someone I've ordered from off Bricklink. I do keep the little Bricklink business cards a lot of the time. That is something that I do tend to hold on to. I need to put this somewhere. It's one of my oldest Lego boxes. It's the Duel Geonosis. No, sorry, it's the Jedi Duel. Duel Geonosis is what the remake was called. That will sit in there for further notice. This is what charges the Xbox One remote. For in the last couple of weeks, have moved over to using a wired one. Some people will go, yeah, but wired's not as good as wired. You know what? It saves me from having to do all the whole charge up the batteries and do all that, so I'm cool with it. Look at the stand. This is for the mid-scale, mini-scale. No, Starship series is the one I'm going for. Falcon from a couple of years back. One of its under panels needs to put back on. Basically just over a week, which is, it's scary to think. Where do I want to put this? Where would this look good? It's going to go up here until I figure out a final place. Because again, there's some things that I'm still working out and think like I can be at work or anywhere else. I will have an idea what to do or something, then I'll do it. But look, I'm going to set myself up again and do some gaming. I'm not going to, am I? Am I going to make this an on-camera thing? I'm thinking. Tell you guys what, well, how much battery have I got? I will do a little bit more of Lego Lord of the Rings while I'm streaming, right? I'm get the controller. Now, obviously the volume will be off for obvious reasons. The reason being, I don't want to get copyrighted. You don't get the copyright strike while you're live. You get it when it goes to upload afterwards. Some people don't upload their streams afterwards, so they're fine. They can have whatever they want. I learned this the hard way when I was building the UCS Falcon live on stream, well, nearly a year ago. I got a copyright strike because when I was building it, I wanted to have the original trilogy on in the background, because of course I did. That got me some strikes. Well, it didn't get me strikes, it basically just got told, yeah, you can't do that. Right. So I'm going to message my friend. See, on the Xbox 360, right, there's still certain games that can be played online. The Complete Saga, we've managed to get the Link thing to work on that. So me and him have been working on helping each other get a complete game file for that. So that's been a whole thing. That's good. We've kind of done the organisation bit, Skur. At this point, it's really just I'm going to be gaming for a little bit while I'm live, and that's pretty much just going to be it. Start button, let's go. I am 3.2% complete Lego Lord of the Rings. So I'll play, but this live will be no more than an hour, because I'll be 6:30. I want to shower and stuff as well, so yeah. Hey Imperial Brick 69, how's it going? Right, so we have to advance on... How do you buy characters in this? View map. Oh, nice. I've done that. Is this how you view things? Okay. Joe, we'll do the character buying at some other point. Suppose we'll just move to the next level. If that's the Imperial, it could be another Imperial Bricks, but it would be really cool if it was that Imperial Bricks. I'm not sure if it is, but it'd be really cool if it is. Is it? I'm gonna guess no, there's an account on YouTube called Imperial Bricks, but it's spelled with a Z, not an S. And they do a series like what I'm doing with the Complete Saga. Still cool to have anyone in the stream, so it's still appreciated. Right, next level. I'm gonna quickly go get a drink and we'll get going with it. There we go. Right. Let's go to the blacksmith to forge some items. Let's forge some documents. Thanks, man. It's top shelf Imperial stuff, Return of the Jedi, Empire, A New Hope, and Revenge of the Sith, Attack of the Clones, and Phantom Menace. Why is that so hard to say? Phantom Menace are behind me. Right, the blacksmith is forging me something. Alright. I have another Falcon as well. Got the 2007 UCS one up there. There's always one up there. I have many Falcons. Is that a bit of metal? Alright, okay. Clone Wars shelf needs a lot of work. The only thing I've done to it, really, I installed a fan because it is so goddamn warm. I've got the window open as well. It is literally... Nothing's helping. No, Terra, the Falcon belonged to me, but I gave it to Terra to build on stream. It's up here on the back of the Star Destroyer. This is where he thought it would be funny to put it. But yeah, if you're just joining, we're playing Lego Lord of the Rings. Right, okay. Are we done in here? What? I'm confused. Well, we're not in a mission, we're just in a hub thing. Alright, okay. Wow. That treasure trove thing is nuts. Oh good, I managed to open the door and get out. Why don't I do the mission now? Yeah, alright, the mission started. Cool. Yo! I have not yet seen Maul Shadow Lord. I've not had the time to sit and watch it. Next time I'm off work, so in a few days, I'm just planning to binge watch it all in one go. I'm not entirely sure of the episodes. So it is, I've not watched a Star Wars project in a long time. Just because every single one I watch annoys the hell out of me. Because Disney don't do very well with them. But I have heard nothing but good things about this new one. Like, I've heard Maul Shadow Lord's quite good. Or have I heard wrong? I'm curious. Wow, it's a long cutscene. It is on mute, so I don't get copyrighted, but something I've also noticed with this game. This is when LEGO games started to talk. And this isn't even a mission. This is like the walking between places, between missions thing. Which I think that's the first game I played, LEGO game I played that was right into doing this. Wait, I'm sure there's a red brick back there. I'm gonna go buy it. I'm pretty sure the first LEGO game I played that had that was a Jurassic World one. Yep, there's a red brick. So that one. Quest Finder. Alright. I mean, buying it makes sense. I mean, that's a bit of progress towards completion, so I'm good. I'm game for that. No, I don't want to talk to you. I'm going to walk to the next place where the mission is. I'm currently playing LEGO Lord of the Rings, which is a game I have played way back when it came out, but I think, at least I think of it. It's not a game that I remember too much about, so it's in a way like playing a new game to me. So, yeah. I'm also going to collect some coins as well to make back what I lost buying them, because I've spent 50 grand basically just on that red brick. So I've got 8,500 left, so see what I can get back just from smashing things on my way to the next mission. See, I've played most LEGO games, but see, most of the ones that came out after 2011 I've not played. Drinks down here. Oh, I need to go up here for the mission, okay. The Skywalker Saga is the GOAT. I don't believe that. I don't like that game very much, and I've played a good bit of it. I'm more of a fan of the complete saga. Right, I'll give you that. The game has funny cutscenes, but I'm just not a fan of the game. You'll find a lot of people like myself agree with the whole thing that that game aged like milk. But hopefully the new LEGO Batman game, when I go around to play that, is much better. The complete saga is just a more enjoyable game to play. Right, which one of you guys has the fishing rod again? You do. We're gonna dig this up, I think. I recommend it. The complete saga is often considered the best, one of the best, if not the best LEGO game. It's the one that always comes up in the top 3. Like, see, for people of my generation, like, I don't know how old you are, but see people like me who grew up in the 2000s, the best 3 LEGO games are LEGO Batman 1, the complete saga, and LEGO Indiana Jones Original Adventures are just considered the best ones that they did. Right, which one of you has the fish? You do. But yeah, the complete saga, you cannot go wrong completing that game. Very rewarding game to complete as well. Alright, we need another bit of wood. Break that. Should we get wood? No? Okay. No, apparently I'm using this plant. Lego Batman's a brilliant game, and I've been doing a series on this one, right? So, all the characters in the complete saga don't physically exist. You have to go custom to get some of them. And I've been doing a series on here where I've been trying to get all of them, right? Things like Force Ghosts, Lego have still never done. The Kamino ones took Lego years to make. I have ones that are game accurate, things like that. You know, the Jedi are more accurate to the game than Legos. So I've been working on that. But a few weeks ago, I decided to do the same thing for Lego Batman, right? So a lot of this is custom made from various places online that I've found that make these. The most recent figure I've managed to get my hands on is this Padme here. But I've got this over here that it's a recent project I've just started, so that's why it's so empty. Lego Batman 1, we got the Riddler, Clayface, which is a custom, as along with the Mad Hatter, Killer Moth. We've got a Joker's gun over there, and we got Batman up there. So I'm planning to order more things for that. I found plenty of people making it. And the best thing is, right, see, because the new Lego Batman game has come out, loads of people are releasing custom projects for this, so I should be able to fill this out quite quick. This project has been a year in the making. Because a lot of it is finding the customs, and most people who sell customs, it's all about pre-orders. So you have to wait a few months for them to come in. Like, you have to wait a few months for all of them to be made before you get yours, but honestly, one of the coolest projects I've ever done. I've got a series on it here on YouTube. Right, let's get to finding that bit of wood we need for the fire. But yeah, that's kind of what we do here. Right, apparently I can't go in there. Okay. Apparently that doesn't work like that. Okay. Thanks, I appreciate that. But no, most of what my content is lately is basically just those old Lego games and collecting the physical things from them. It does take a while just because of custom manufacturing as a process, but you've seen the complete. So the Batman stuff, I have two figures that are on. I have pre-ordered from Brick Rebellion. You can find him on Instagram. He makes pretty much most of the things in that stand. I've got Batman's heat suit and Batman's Sonic suit. I am the GOAT. Thank you very much. So Batman's heat suit and Batman's Sonic suit I have pre-ordered from Brick Rebellion. I've also got on pre-order Queen Amidala, which is one of the hardest ones to find people making a good one of. I've also got Prisoner Leia, Imperial Spy, Bosk, Lobot. I've got so many of them on pre-order. So that's not even the full representation of what I have. Right, well, let me do. I am a bit lost on this level. I think. Did he leave? Apparently there's just money in those. Alright. That's not really what I need. Oh, right. I can go through there. Yeah, sure. Go ahead. I saw the original trilogy first, so I'm probably going to say Boba Fett. Right, time to start a fire. See, these are mechanics, aren't questions. In all fairness, that show wasn't that great. At least I don't think it was. So maybe it's good that Django got spared that. Right, so how the hell do I mix objects again? Oh, that's how. You drop things to mix the object. Again, I don't remember much about this game, so these are mechanics and Lego games that I am completely new to. See, that's what the Boba Fett show or Book of Boba Fett could have been. Instead, it was just not that. It was all about him wanting to be a crime lord and making other people do cool things. I feel like Django's story could be more interesting. See, if I was going to make a Jango Fett show, right, I would base it off a lot of the story that you get in the Star Wars Bounty Hunter game. Because that has some good story in it. Is this a save point? Dude, that's a save point. So I'm debating if I'm going to continue playing or not. Oh yeah, so let's use the frying pan weapon. That makes sense. Oh, it's a bridge. Alright. Oh, we've got to use a shovel. Disney don't have a lot of good characters, let's be completely honest about that. The throwing things mechanic in this game is a lot of fun. I do like that. And I'm dead. Oh, nice. We have to jump to get over that. Okay, and we go through here. Hmm. My throat ain't feeling too great. Really hoping that's not a persistent thing when I go to work tomorrow. I hate the sequel trilogy with, like, I saw them in cinemas. Not a fan. Though I've been lucky enough to see Revenge of the Sith and The Phantom Menace in the cinemas. Not when they came out, but like as in they got re-released for their anniversaries, so I got to see those. And those were some good, interesting experiences. Fairly enjoyed it. But we can't go that way when you're a special character. I'm still learning about like the characters class in this game as well as something I'm still trying to figure out. But you know, we'll get there eventually. All right, okay. Break this. Break that. Try and get the coins up. Fill the meter as well. There's more. Disney just have not made a lot of good content. And even though good content is like, for me, it's good in comparison, but never, not on its own kind of thing. Or at least that's my view of it. Lando's the only highlight, but most of the things in that movie that people consider good are kind of just fan service. Oh, cutscene. There's a boss battle. Yeah, I think it's gonna be. I didn't see Rise of Skywalker in the cinema. I did see the movie. Like, I watched it at home. But that movie came out, what, 2020? So, yeah. COVID. Oh, nice. There's lots of coins. Can I get the thing filled up here? Oh, there's lots of boy studs. Like, there's some occasional good thing in Disney movies, but nothing in those movies, like, nothing good in terms of, like, what, there's nothing that saves the movies, is kind of my point on it. Oh, nice, a purple stud. So I believe there's an achievement in this game. I'll double check for filling up the stud meter and everyone, so I might as well try and get some of that done. So I think this is the third level I've done, and I've managed to fill up one of the other two, so I mean, progress is progress, might be the way to look at it. Honestly, I'd be interested to see that. If you want to share your collection, I have a community page where you, community tab on here where you can post pictures up for everyone. It's like a subscribers thing. Basically, you can just put pictures or ask questions directly that way. It's a good communication tool. Because of YouTubers like me, I love the fact that there's a few people who have come at my streams over the last. So I've been a YouTuber for 11 years, right? And I've only been doing live streams for like the last 6 months. And I'll be honest, I've only been doing shorts and lives for the last 6 months, right? Beforehand, I was strictly only ever doing like regular videos. And the one thing I'll say about it, right, is doing that makes your content go absolutely nuts. And maybe people that would come into my comment section and go, by the way, you're the reason I buy so much. It's kind of funny. Yeah, you have enabled addictions, right. Right, let's see. Do this. Also, then I'll go get Sam to light all these fires. See, I've not seen these movies in over 10 years, so I probably... Oh, crap, right. I probably should have watched the movies before playing this, but I have over 80 Xbox 360 games, because I'm more of a retro gamer than a modern gamer. So, when I'm picking what I play, it's random number generator, and it finally picked this game. Once I'm finished this level in the game, we'll probably just end the stream. I'm going to go do some other things, but it's been a lot of fun. Right, so I used to have a Death Star. I used to have the one from 2008, the big playset. But when I was moving to do university, I was convinced that I wouldn't be able to fit it in this room, because at the time when I moved into this room, right, in this house, I had IKEA Billy bookshelves, was all I could find that worked. And I was like, well, if I'm stuck with these, you can't have a Death Star anywhere apart from the top of these, and it's low ceilings. So I sold it. And then I bought with the money, I bought the 2006 sail barge and the 2011 Playscale Falcon. But now that I bought IKEA Ivars, which is what these shelves are, I'm like, well, crap, I could fit a Death Star on one of these. Especially that corner Ivar I've got back there. So I'm planning this year. See, when it gets... I'm only just hit 4,000 subscribers, right? See when I get to 4,500, I'm going to do a vote on my community tab between... Well, I'm going to pick 3 sets. And you're going to pick what set I'm going to build for hitting 5,000 subscribers. The Death Star will be in that, so I'm planning to get another one in that. And if you guys don't vote on that, we could get something even cooler. But the Death Star from 2008 is one of those vote sets. Right. Going to start 2 more fires. Is there anywhere else where coins can be found, or am I so close as well? One thing is, this game's making me want to buy Lego Lord of the Rings stuff, and I guarantee, after this stream, I will be on eBay looking at this. It's the last of the fires. Right, so now what? Alright, okay, cutscene. Ah, he's got a fire extinguisher. Hold on, the effects of the ring are not working. Stat! Ooh. You're comparing me to Star Wars Fury and Bombastic. Joel, that to me is a major compliment. So I have watched a few of Bombastic videos. I do watch a lot of Star Wars Fury. I honestly, that is like one of the coolest things someone's ever said to me in the comments. Thank you so much for that. Like, wow. No, I don't want... And I'm dead. I'll collect those coins back. I'm trying to fill this out. Come on. Plus, having coins would be great for free roam. So I want to try... Again, in these games, one of the biggest achievements you can get, like, gamer score-wise, is unlocking all characters. Let's see, collect all that. I got no. Don't kill me. I'm trying to pick up the. God damn it. I'm hoping by this year to be by the. I started. Well, I'm pause this. I've been on YouTube making videos since 2015, right? And at the start of this year, I had 2,000 subscribers. And I've went up over 2,000 this year. So I'm up, right? It took me 3 months to get up to 3,000. Then took me 2 months to get up to 4,000. So I'm hoping within the next 2 or 3 months I'll be going to 5,000. No, I appreciate that. I honestly take that as such. Those two are brilliant YouTubers, so I take that as a very big compliment. Put this fire on. Alright, that's violent. You have to burn them. Wow. That's an interesting game mechanic. Alright. I walked right into the fire like an idiot. Okay. Oh, there's plenty of coins around here. You know, just got to fill that last bar up. And I've got managed to collect 2 torches. That should help quite a bit. Bang! There we go. I gotta just get 2 more of these. I look like the Beatles. I mean, maybe not quite the haircut I've got. But maybe. My hair's a mess, that's why I got the hat on. It is so warm here, I just thought there's no point. My favourite season of Clone Wars. My favourite season of Clone Wars is... It's hard choice. Seasons 1 and 2, just due to the nostalgia. Because I remember, like, I watched that when it came out. So, there's a lot of nostalgia for those early seasons. But honestly, it's hard for me. My least favourite season is probably 7. I'm just going to take out 1 more of these guys. Oh, it's pre-lit. Nice. Cutscene. Let's see. No, I just found that season 7 was my least favourite. It felt like Star Wars, but it didn't feel like the Clone Wars 100%. There was something missing from it. Ugh. And we got another achievement in this game. I completed the level. Like, the other 6 seasons had something season 7 just didn't. The arc about the Martez sisters is what we got instead. We could have saw the Battle of Coruscant, right? Now, some people argue that technically we got that in the 2003 Clone Wars miniseries, which is true. But I wanted to see it in the updated animation style, with more detail and, you know, more, and a whole bunch of more accurate stuff. Which is something they never cared to give us. Oh no, that ending It had the ending of endings. That was perfect. It had a good ending, but I just wish that we got the Battle of Coruscant. Like, I would have liked to have seen Palpatine doing the kidnap thing, right? Because, right, see in the animated series Droid Tales, right, there's a really funny joke, right? And it's Palpatine. Obviously, it's for kids, it's non-canon, but it's really funny, right? Palpatine's in his office. Now, Palpatine walks around with the Palpatine Lego head, like the Chancellor one with the blonde hair, but he's got like the dark robes down. And he's in the office, and General Grievous says, "Let's go, boss." "No, you're meant to kidnap me." "Okay, boss." "No, kidnap me." "What?" "And stop calling me boss." I hated when they said that. And Palpatine, like, C-3PO's witnessing this event, right? And he grabs him by the arm and goes, "Let go of me." "Oh, okay. No, you're meant to kidnap me." "Okay, boss." "And stop calling me boss," is what he says to Grievous, right? And then they're in the ship flying away, right? And Padme and Anakin are sitting, they're talking about, like, child names, right? And the ship flies past them. "I'm being kidnapped," is what he yells out the window. And then they reverse back, beep the horn, and Palpatine sticks his head out the window. "Help, I am being kidnapped." It's like meant to be really stupid, but it's funny. Like, Grievous is an idiot in that. Oh, nice. I have now got control of a horse. Disney wants to run Star Wars for money. They have no interest in the fandom. And when they do it, ever try to have the interest in the fandom, it's always very badly done. The amount of books and lore that exist and they have always claimed there is nothing for them to work off of is just terrible. It's a shame, because I remember in November 2012, when it was on the news, like, I was getting ready for school that morning, and it was on, like, daytime TV news that Disney had bought Star Wars, and at that point, people were feeling very positive about it, and thought it was a great thing. Not so much anymore. It's not been ever... they have not really returned the promises that they made in 2012. Like, they've owned Star Wars for almost 14 years. I think it was November 22nd, 2012. Joe, it's ironic. 2012 was considered one of the best years for Star Wars as well. Right? We got 2012, right? For a start, had the coolest art on all the merch. I have these action figures from 2012, and obviously the Maul art is perfect, right? Darth Maul reappeared in Clone Wars that year. The Old Republic game came out, as well as the Old Republic cinematics, which are really cool. You can find those on YouTube still. No, 2012 is like considered the last really good year for Star Wars. And of course, we've got the Old Republic Lego sets, those are just brilliant. Yes, the lung cancer robot, that guy. One sec, I've got a notification here. Right. I will play until the next save point shows. That could be a minute, that could be 10 minutes, I don't know. But I've actually had a surprising amount of fun playing this game. So far, all it's shown me is random flashbacks. or what I perceived Fast was. I am playing this with the volume down to prevent copyright claims from this. Because I like to upload all my live streams as normal videos after I've streamed. Oh no, peak Star Wars was the prequels. Or at least modern Star Wars. I suppose the prequels are now old enough to be considered retro. Wow. Like, 2012 was the last year that Star Wars got really good content. People are going to argue with me on that, but, like, yeah. I'm standing by that. Oh no, the originals are some of the best, or like, when it comes to movies from like the 70s and 80s, they're up there as the top. So is that saving? I'm confused. It is a mission level we're in. Let's get some, no, it adds to the main counter, okay. Is there something around here to save? Let's figure this out. Oh, can I finally buy characters? Bilbo Baggins, yeah, I don't have enough money to buy you, man. I have 54,560. That ain't gonna cut it. Empire Strikes Back is a really good movie. Like, it's... Man, I remember seeing that for the... I saw Star Wars on VHS. Like, tapes. That's how... Maybe I'm showing my age there. Uh-oh. Granted, I was born in the early 2000s, so maybe not a surprise. I cannot buy you. Okay. I remember seeing Empire Strikes Back for the first time and being absolutely blown away by it. I thought that was the coolest thing I've ever seen. And I stand by that when it comes to like what movies I think are the best ones I've seen. It's still up there. And it'll probably always be up there. Right, where can I save my game? I can save it that way. Alright. So, I've enjoyed the conversations. I've enjoyed the streams. It's been really good, but unfortunately, we are going to have to end. I need to charge my phone, and I want to go do some other things. But I am live most days. Check my community tab for details. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Weirdly enough, right? I work with people who were born in the 2010s, because I suppose 2010. And they are convinced if you were born before 2008, you are old. So I hear that one frequently, but I'll see you guys later on.